All right, hello YouTube, it's Matt here again. Of course, as always, uh, kind of almost hijacking some other people's content here, but that's the nature of information. So I could just like write down and repeat what this gentleman here is informing me and has countless others. I could not say it better, so I am going to let
Hey folks, a lot of you have been sharing the
suspicious
latest on the
observers.
upward lightning.
For
The Earth strikes back. The Earth discharges.
first time
As
I've
many
seen
of you
him
are
show his
correctly
face.
realizing, this is part of the ongoing Earth
The man.
magnetic change, the increased electromagnetic activity of the geodynamics, the increased atmospheric electricity. This is something that is going to be more and more common.
And this is what a weatherman looks like.
And more common. The reason is because, as
Well,
scientists
more
are
than that.
discovering, there are connections between solar flares and lightning, CMEs and lightning, geomagnetic storms, the solar wind magnetic reversal that comes with the heliospheric current sheet, the sector boundary crossing, and some of the most strong correlations of all come with galactic cosmic rays, which are modulated both by Earth's magnetic field and the sun. The how, the why, that's easily found in Weatherman's Guide to the Sun. The implications for how bad it's going to get, we cover those fairly well in the next end of the world and a bit more in the upcoming supplement. But what you need to realize is this: everything is being amplified. This is not just the magnetic field of Earth changing more and more. This is not just increased signs we're seeing in the atmosphere and ionosphere. This is not just the migration problems that we're already seeing in everything from birds and insects and marine mammals. It's not just the lightning. It's not just the people who seem to be going along with Earth's magnetic field, if I may. And for those who take the religious aspect and see how well these natural changes and these scary things happening with the population match up with your books, realize it's not just religion. Great works of philosophy that do not qualify as religion say the same thing is going to happen, and
that's what I've been saying.
Because we are electromagnetic creatures with electromagnetic brains. Every thought we have is in the radio wave, and it affects every part of our body. Our thoughts.
And he's the one that taught me that.
To us, think about the placebo effect or negative psychosomatic effects. These processes affect more than just let's pick up a hammer, let's write down a word. They affect our emotional stability, how we deal with anxiety, terror, fear. These changes that are causing the increased upward lightning, the Earth discharges, are the same changes that are starting to affect Earth's rotation. We're speeding up faster and faster. They're the same ones that are starting to affect people's mental stability across the planet. You haven't noticed that one yet. I don't know where you have been. These
Sorry,
things are
guys.
sending. We're seeing them. Thank you for sending them in. It is wonderful to see how many of you
Suspicious observers. YouTube.
When it comes to prepping, if I may make a little note on this, this is something that has to be prepared for in what we're talking about. There are a lot of ways in which preparation we deem necessary is different than your three.
I've already stolen most of his show here, which you can see. Messing it up. Suspicious observers. Thank you. And now we're over here to SaleDaddy.
Rising production energy costs due to
member of my church over here, Seven Hills.
Yeah, I guess that's slightly a result of that. I mean, that's like maybe a small fraction of it.
He's relating how they're claiming the war is affecting prices of food.
People not working, closing everything for a year or two because of
and the reasons that would contribute other than just the war.
I can think of a lot of other things as well that can contribute to this. Not running the economy correctly, closing things down. You shouldn't close down. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, this would be just one of many things that caused it. That's sort of my thoughts on the whole thing. But of course, considering all this, you might want to get yourself some food supply 25 your shelf life link is in the description. Of course, I'm going to mention it, folks.
He does have a business to run.
It's actually on sale too, by the way. It's $247 a month for $747.
Shameless plug.
If you've been putting it off, saying this is never going to need it, you might want to get it. Honestly, considering the fact that it's lower price while everything else is going up in price. You know what I mean? I don't know. I would get it if you haven't already. Of course, if you already got it, I understand. You only get like 4 more. It doesn't even make sense to get like a bazillion of them.
Don't be foolish.
You know, after a while, you're like, dude, I already got it. Right? I already got it, man. Come on. Anyway, I'm going to be actually recommending some new stuff in the future. Other than that, I actually have some other really interesting stuff that have to do with food, but they're things that you use on a day-to-day basis, like toothpaste and food and just random stuff. You know, things that you use like lotion and whatever. I'll be talking about that later on another.
YouTube is interrupting it right around the time I was thinking about jumping to the next point. I was going to wrap up together here. I actually have a point. Now I'm going to take this back to the beginning. This is Fox News, and we're going to wrap it all up together in a nice little bow as to exactly why there is going to be famine. There has been a pandemic, and all the issues that are going on. I think that these all tie together. From one, let's see, what can we get some volume, ladies and gentlemen? And is it, or is it? Yeah, it's playing. Check my volume. It's up. Sorry about the fingers. Of course, I'm gonna get some kind of interference here. Why? Let's jump and see if that helps. It did not. It is not cooperating. Now this is weird. This is weird. See, the volume's still working, so we know that now. But we're having some kind of broadcast error. Check out this episode of Fox. All right, they go into why, how Biden and his choices. I said a naughty word. All right, we know SaleDaddy here. We'll go ahead and close his window, see if that is contributing. Okay, we're going to have to go back here. Close. Good friend over here at Suspicious Observers. This is the only one.
Executives from 6 major oil companies
okay, there we go.
Testify before Congress on the record high gas prices this upcoming Wednesday. Joining me right now is the chairman and CEO of United Refining Company. He's also the CEO of Gristedes, D'Agostino Foods, and the Red Apple Group. John Catsimatidis is here. John, good to see you. Thanks very much. Your reaction to what you just heard from Biden blaming oil companies.
It's part of
for the raising prices.
And the White House has not been telling the truth to the American people for a long time. And it's like saying if the price of Bank America stock was $100, they're responsible for high interest rates. I mean, that is dumb. I mean, the markets are the markets. The markets are trading oil. And the oil companies, whether they're producing it or refining it, they're the ones that are just going along with the markets. And the day when President Biden took office, the price of crude oil was $55 a barrel. Today, it's over 100. So it's just nonsense. And that's part of the war he has on North America. Nobody can still understand why there's a war on North America on buying American oil. And he insists on buying foreign oil, making the foreigners rich and making the American people poorer. But Maria, this problem can be solved. this problem can be solved. All he has to do is turn on the Keystone Pipeline. All he has to do is turn on the Alaska Pipeline and give out the permits to drill and do whatever they have to do. And price of oil could go back down to $55, $60. In 90 days or 120 days, he'll go back down.
Yeah.
And the price of food will go down at the
Putin
same
is
time.
taking in. Vladimir Putin must be taking in what, $1 billion a day at this point, John. You know, gasoline prices are pulling back from 2-week highs this morning, but they're still up above $4 a gallon. What's your take in terms of where prices are going? And give us a sense of where the reserves are in this country, and what would be the easiest or quickest way to get those reserves onto the market to pressure prices lower with more supply, American supply, John.
Well, the question is, the reserves that the government has, their cost is $30 a barrel. So is the government going to say to me, John, we got a great deal for you. We're going to give you oil at $30 a barrel because that's our cost. Or are they going to give it to us at $100 a barrel? I mean, it doesn't make sense either way. And to use up our reserves at this particular...
All right. Thank you. I hope you see what I'm seeing here, hear what I'm saying. All fingers are pointing pretty much one way. The leadership at the moment is encouraging the collapse of our nation. Get prepared for it. Stay strong. All that happy. Love and peace. Oh, no. Good night, good day, good evening. Whatever the case may be, wherever you are when you see this. Matt out.